All right, welcome everyone. Today we're going to peel back the layers of time and really dig into one of the ancient world's most incredible and honestly mysterious engineering achievements, the Ziggurat of Chogha Zanbil.
So here's the big question, right? How on earth does a massive pyramid made of mud bricks survive for more than 3,300 years in a harsh, unforgiving desert? I mean, it sounds totally impossible, but the answer? Well, it's all in a series of brilliant architectural and material innovations that were, frankly, centuries ahead of their time.
Now, to get to the bottom of this, our story, believe it or not, doesn't start in ancient times. It starts much more recently, in the 20th century. You see, for thousands of years, Chogha Zanbil wasn't known as an ancient ruin. To anyone who saw it, it was just this enormous, kind of strange-looking hill out in Iran's Khuzestan province. Its real identity was totally hidden in plain sight.
The truth started to come out, bit by bit, through a whole series of expeditions. It really kicked off in 1935, when it was first spotted in some aerial photos. But it was the incredible, painstaking work of the French archaeologist Roman Gershman that really brought the city, which, by the way, was anciently known as Der Untash, back into the light. And eventually, that hard work paid off, getting it recognized as a super important UNESCO World Heritage Site.
And what they uncovered was just mind-blowing, a structure of incredible age. Get this, though. It wasn't just a temple. This was a whole holy city, founded way back around 1250 BCE by the great Elamite king Untashnaparisha. His goal? To create a sacred center for all the gods of his powerful empire.
Okay, but here's where it gets really interesting. The most fascinating part is how they actually built this thing. This was the first major clue to its survival. See, the Elamites, they didn't just copy the construction methods of their Mesopotamian neighbors. No way. They completely reinvented the rule book.
So just take a look at this comparison. The typical Mesopotamian ziggurats, they're basically like stacked boxes or a wedding cake where each level sits on top of the one below it. But at Chogha Zanbil, the architects did something completely different. They built all 5 levels as independent structures, all rising from the ground up, nested inside each other like Russian dolls. This one change made the whole building unbelievably more stable.
And this quote right here just shows you how absolutely groundbreaking this discovery was. When the famous archaeologist Max Mallowan heard what Roman Gershman had found, his reaction was basically, well, now we have to go back and re-excavate all the other ziggurats. He knew instantly that this one structure could rewrite everything they thought they knew about ancient engineering.
And you know, this innovative nested design wasn't just about making it stable. It also let the Elamites build, well, big. We're talking a truly staggering height. The base was a massive 105 by 105 meters. That's roughly the size of 2 football fields put together. And from that base, this monument originally shot 52 meters straight up into the sky. Just imagine seeing that in the middle of the desert.
But the Elamite genius wasn't just about reaching for the sky. Not at all. The next piece of this incredible puzzle is actually hidden deep underground, down in the royal tombs.
Okay, so deep below the palaces, archaeologists found 5 underground tombs. And these chambers, which were built for royalty, were found perfectly intact. I mean, perfect. And there's one simple reason why. Their roofs were built using one of the most powerful forms in all of architecture, the vault.
And just look at these dimensions. We're not talking about little crypts here. These were seriously substantial rooms. I mean, one of them is 15 meters long. They were built to house the remains of Elamite royalty, and they were absolutely designed to last for an eternity. And you know what? Their design was flawless.
You know, this really shows that the Elamite architects were absolute masters of their craft. They had a whole toolbox of vaulting techniques. They didn't just use a one-size-fits-all approach. For most of the tombs, they used these incredibly strong, fracture-resistant parabolic vaults. But for the longest one, Tomb 4, they switched to a classic barrel vault. This just proves they had this really sophisticated understanding of which shape was the perfect tool for each specific job.
So here's the secret sauce, the really crucial point. Modern structural analysis basically just confirms what the Elamites already knew, probably intuitively. The shape of these vaults is so perfect that it does all the heavy lifting. It takes the immense weight of all that earth above it, and instead of letting it bend and break the structure, it cleverly converts all that force into pure downward pressure. And that's something the bricks could handle, no problem.
But of course, even the most brilliant design in the world is totally useless if you don't have the right materials to build it with. And that brings us to the final and maybe the most fundamental piece of the Chogha Zanbil puzzle, the humble, everyday brick.
But these weren't just any old building blocks. They were basically time capsules. They were carriers of information. Archaeologists have found over 5,000 bricks inscribed with Elamite cuneiform script. They tell us the name of the king, which gods the temple was for, and they even have curses laid on anyone who would dare to damage the place. Pretty cool.
And the science behind the bricks themselves is just, wow, it's fascinating. Chemical analysis shows they weren't just made from random mud. Oh no, they had a precise recipe. The Elamites used a specific soil from the nearby Des River that was packed with minerals like calcite and quartz. This special mix gave the bricks incredible compressive strength.
But it wasn't just the brick, it was a whole system. Think of it like a defense system. On the inside, you have a massive core of simple sun-dried mud bricks. But then it was shielded by this thick, 2-meter thick shell of super durable, kiln-fired bricks. They used advanced mortars to glue it all together, and then, get this, they waterproofed crucial areas with natural bitumen, like ancient tar. Every single material had a specific job to do in this fight against the elements.
Okay, so let's bring it all home. How did a mud brick pyramid survive for over 3,000 years? Well, as we've seen, it wasn't just one magic trick. It was everything working together in perfect, beautiful harmony.
Yeah, this ziggurat didn't survive because of luck or some happy accident. It endured because of a powerful combination of genius ideas. You had that revolutionary structure, building from the ground up. You had that flawless underground engineering with the vaults. You had seriously advanced material science with those special bricks. And it was all part of an integrated defense system designed to protect itself from the inside out.
And this is really why this all matters so much. Chogha Zanbil is so much more than just a pile of ruins. It's like a library of ancient engineering knowledge. It's proof positive that 3,300 years ago, these architects had a profound understanding of physics and material science. It shows us that the Elamite civilization's technical skill was right up there with any of the other great powers of the ancient world. It's a masterclass in engineering, written in brick and bitumen.
And that kind of leaves us with one final thought, doesn't it? For thousands of years, Chogha Zanbil was just a hill. Its incredible secrets were totally unknown, and it really makes you wonder what other ancient wisdom, what other forgotten genius is still buried out there just waiting to be rediscovered.